We now know that Mollie was murdered by a 24-year-old undocumented immigrant who's been in the United States illegally for 4 to 7 years. This raises questions about his immigration, employment, and criminal history, and we must receive answers.
Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley sounding off there. He's one of many Republican lawmakers calling for tougher immigration laws after learning an illegal immigrant has been charged now with the murder of University of Iowa student Mollie Tibbetts. The president echoing that call from the Iowa senator. We now know that the farm that hired the suspect did not use the E-Verify program, and that 24-year-old faked his identity to get a job there. Let's bring in today's headliner, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Thank you for your time this morning, sir. If you could, let us know your thoughts as we're hearing Republicans and Democrats on this issue, as well as the president this morning.
Well, it's time for the Republicans and Democrats in Congress to do something about it. You know, don't misinterpret my passion for anger. Anger gets us nowhere, but passion can. I'm tired of Mitch McConnell not changing the rules to bypass Chuck Schumer and the Democrats. It's time for the Republicans who are in the majority to follow the president's lead, fund the wall, and secure this border. When I look at what happened just on MSNBC or CNN, one of their professors from Fordham University says Fox is talking about a girl in Iowa. This isn't a girl. This is a young lady whose name was Mollie Tibbetts. And I can only imagine the fear in her eyes, her heart beating in terror as her life was taken away. In the movie Unforgiven, there's a line, once you kill someone, you take everything they have and everything they're going to have. She's never going to get married. She's never going to have kids. She's never going to have a great life and the blessing of grandchildren and a career. Everything was taken away from her. And I look at Chuck Schumer, and in my view, for pure politics, the blood of her and Kate Steinle and the thousands across America in the last decade or more who have been killed by criminal aliens, many of them here illegally, the blood is on Chuck Schumer's hands and every Democrat. And the Republicans who won't change the rules. In Texas, we had a few knucklehead Republicans and liberal Democrats who blocked us from banning sanctuary cities when I was a senator. And on day one, when I became lieutenant governor in 2015, we changed the rules in the Senate so that wouldn't happen.
And sir, she was killed in middle America. She was killed in Iowa. We talk about this like this is a border state issue. I mean, she was in rural Iowa.
Sandra, I have been saying for years here with you and on other Fox shows, every sheriff in America is a border sheriff, and they will tell you that. And when criminal aliens brought here by cartels, remember, you don't cross the border without the cartels allowing you to cross. Come to the heartland of America and grab this poor girl and take the life out of her, a town of 1,400 people. America better wake up. And in the states like Indiana and Montana and Missouri and North Carolina and Ohio and West Virginia that have Democrat senators, in this election this year, Republicans better get up and get out and vote. If Mitch McConnell won't change the rules, and we're going to have to get close to 60 Republicans in the Senate so that Chuck Schumer can't block these bills. This is pure politics. And it's not just about the American lives, who I don't think they give a damn about, quite frankly. It's about the people who do want to come here, not the criminals, but the people who want to be proud Americans, who want to come to this country like people came through Ellis Island, legally, proud to be Americans. Most of the people that cross the border who come here for a better life, they don't want to have to swim across the river. They don't want to have to be raped by their handlers as a bounty to cross. They don't want to be stuffed in an 18-wheeler. They want to come here legally. They want to live out of the shadows. They want to be part of this country. But until Congress fixes this, it's not going to happen, and we're going to see more Americans die. Just in Texas in the last 7 years, we've had hundreds killed by illegal immigrants. We've had over 150 kidnappings. We've had nearly 6,000 people sexually assaulted by criminals, and we're spending billions of dollars of our taxpayer money to do what the federal government was not doing under Obama, and this president is doing everything he can.
Yeah, but he can only do so much.
He needs the Congress to act, and he needs the Republicans to change the rules to get around the Democrats. And the people of this country, if this doesn't wake them up, I don't know. You're not safe anywhere from MS-13 or illegal aliens. And Bill and John, rather, and on this issue, this company, This is a game they play. They turn in fake Social Security numbers until they get caught up by the Social Security system. And you know what happens? Under the laws, you can't ask them about it. You just say, you know, we got a false hit by Social Security on you. Can you give us? Did you make a mistake? And then that illegal person goes to another company and does the same thing.
The president's calling on Congress to act. In that interview this morning, he made it very clear he can only do so much, and Congress has to change the laws. Here he is.
The wall is going up. A lot of people don't know it. I'd like to build it even faster, but dealing with the Democrats is very tough. The immigration laws are horrible. We're doing an incredible job. We're doing a record-breaking job, but we have bad laws. You know, when you have bad laws, you can do good, but you can do a lot better if you had good laws. So they'll all get changed, but we have to elect more Republicans.
The president made the building of the wall a cornerstone of his campaign. He won the office, and yet Congress is balking. Why?
On the left, it's pure politics. They're playing with people's lives. Again, American citizens and people who legitimately want to come here who aren't criminals. They're playing with their lives for politics. And by the way, the Democrats have this wrong. Because in Texas, and I ran on a very strong border security campaign 4 years ago as lieutenant governor, and I got nearly 50% of the Hispanic vote. Hispanic Americans want this same protection. They want law and order. They don't want hardened criminals crossing the border into their neighborhoods, and a lot of this crime goes on in their neighborhoods. So the Republicans need to get a backbone and change. Yes, go ahead.
They also want people to follow the laws. I mean, I've spoken with legal immigrants who said, I waited in line, waited my turn, and I'm very proud to be an American.
Absolutely. And they are proud. And there are more people who want to come to this country. We are a country of immigrants. We in the Republican Party honor legal immigration. But the president has to get the funding for this wall. McConnell has to change the rules. And the voters in this country in November have to be sure that we don't lose Congress to the Democrats. And we have to be sure we get more senators.
We'll see how this stirs up the politics in the state of Iowa, where Mollie Tibbetts was killed. Senator Chuck Grassley, the Republican from Iowa, says this is what could have prevented this. Watch. I don't have that right now, but he says stricter border security measures, including increased personnel. He goes on. Listen.
Stricter border security measures, including increased personnel, enhanced technology, and modernized infrastructure, could have prevented this man from crossing the border. In other words, secure the border. Stronger interior enforcement and addressing weaknesses in E-Verify could have prevented this individual from working and would have allowed Immigration Enforcement Authority to initiate removal proceedings years ago.
He says E-Verify could have prevented this.
And we've passed E-Verify in Texas for all of our government contractors and government contracts, and we will do that for private business as well. We've done it in steps. We've put billions again into border security. We've added 250 state troopers, another Texas Ranger company. We're doing everything we can. And the president is right on this. Look, I've lived this issue as a border lieutenant governor and senator. I've been down there many times. Congress has to act. And you know, again, the CNNs, the MSNBCs, most of the print media in this country, and the Democrats, they are all accomplices in the death of this young girl and the death of everyone else. And even Geraldo Rivera, and I've never met the guy. I seem to like him. Seems like he's got a good heart. You know, I saw him here on Fox saying, well, I feel badly about this, but. There is no but. And I'll be happy to debate Geraldo Rivera anytime, any place, anywhere on this issue. We have to secure this border and protect the lives of American citizens and make this a place where people can come here legally with pride.
We hear your passion. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick.
It's my passion. Thank you.
Thank you for being on the program this morning. Thank you.